Hey there, Stephen McDonald here, along with James Ward.
Hello, hello.
Hey, so we had the pleasure of leading the Summit Week at Camp Highland a couple of weeks ago and enjoyed watching your students get pushed out of their comfort zone, test out leadership positions, and develop a deeper relationship with God.
It was an awesome, awesome week. We're so grateful that you would entrust your students with us. And man, you guys are doing a great job as parents. These are an incredible, incredible group of young men and women. It was a privilege to serve with them and to get to watch them grow over the course of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of the stuff that we talked about, we think are important topics for them to practice as they are making their transition out of teenage and high school years into the young adult stage.
Yep. So we took a deep dive into community and the power and the necessity of healthy community in your life. We talked a lot about your unique design. And so we really broke design into your foundational design and then your unique design, the unique ways that God has gifted and designed you. We talked about resilience and leadership, gave them the opportunity to practice a lot of leadership.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why we wanted to make this video was to help encourage you guys to continue talking about these topics with your students, specifically continuing to encourage them in their unique identity. If you see certain aspects of who they are, that you would speak into that, and that would continue to build confidence in them. In addition to that, look for everyday opportunities for your student to practice leadership and resilience. Nowadays, there's actually no shortage of areas, whether it's at school, at work, with their family, in different relationships. There's no shortage of opportunities for all of us to practice leadership and resilience.
Yeah. Yep. And I think as we think about what the next season of life looks like for these young men and women, the ability to lead well and to have practiced and be confident in their unique leadership, but also the unique way that God has designed them it's just going to be essential.
Absolutely. And as your students are moving out of high school, teenage years into young adulthood, Highland Ministries has additional leadership development programs that we think will continue to help them grow in who they are.
Yeah, one of the things that Stephen and I are involved in, we helped launch a year and a half ago, is a program called Beyond. And so this is specifically designed for young adults between the ages of 18 and 24. And we facilitate transformational experiences where we get young men and women out of their comfort zone, out of their everyday lives, in a cohort, in a group of students, and we engage them in some pretty awesome things. It could be backpacking, it could be rock climbing. We got a trip we're working on to go out west, sailing, a variety of different experiences. The experiences are awesome, and they're super fun, incredible adventure. But the real value of these programs is the way the experiences are designed, that these young men and women are tested and they're encouraged to lead. They get to practice leadership. They get to practice discipleship. They get to practice hearing from and growing in their relationship with God. And then we take the lessons and the principles that they learn while they're out on the experience, and for 3 to 6 months after that, they spend time with our instructors in a mentor relationship and helping the student to apply the principles and the lesson they've learned into their day-to-day life. It's been pretty incredible to see. And then we also help find opportunities for those students to go serve and to put those skills and their leadership, their relationship with Christ into practice in real-world environments.
Yeah, we have a couple of programs coming up this fall. We have one in September. It's going to be a 3-day backpacking trip in the Cohutta Wilderness, where we'll spend time hiking a lot, talking about a lot of the topics discussed at Summit, but going a bit deeper.
That's right. Yeah, it's a deeper, more intense dive, certainly, than Summit.
And then in November, we have another opportunity for a climbing trip. So we'll be in Alabama. We'll spend 3 days climbing and learning the fundamentals and continuing to delve into the topics that we think are important for us to continue to grow in.
Yeah, and then coming out of those, they'll get to participate in the ongoing mentoring, which is really probably the most impactful part of the experience. So, hey, we won't want to keep you any longer. Thanks again for entrusting us with your students. If you want more information about the experiences that you just heard about, you can go to beyondexperience.co. That's beyondexperience.co. It's also in the description of this video and the link below. And we hope to see your student again at Beyond, or if they're a junior, at Summit again next year.
And we look forward to continuing to walk with them and watching them grow and getting to meet and talk with you guys as well.